In my younger years, I often believed that having more clothes meant being better prepared for life. My closet was filled with items that rarely saw the light of day, and I often struggled to decide what to wear. As I've grown older, I've come to realize that simplicity in my wardrobe gives me a greater sense of freedom. Having fewer but more meaningful pieces makes my mornings far easier and allows me to focus on the joys of the day ahead, rather than unnecessary choices. Minimalism for seniors, especially in our clothing, is a lesson in comfort and ease. I've learned that comfort must come before trends when it comes to choosing what to wear in later years. Shoes that are supportive, fabrics that breathe, and clothes that allow easy movement are worth far more than the fanciest outfits. At this stage of life, clothing should not be a source of discomfort or stress. Instead, it should serve us by making our daily lives more pleasant. The beauty of simplifying the wardrobe lies in the peace it brings to body and mind. Another powerful lesson is how much less stress comes from a smaller closet. I no longer waste time trying to match endless combinations or worrying if I look up to date. Instead, I keep items that coordinate easily and bring me confidence. A few reliable outfits can cover nearly all occasions, from casual gatherings to doctor's appointments or family celebrations. This ease of choice is a gift I wish I had discovered earlier in life. There is also an emotional freedom in letting go of clothing that no longer serves me. Many of us hold on to pieces that remind us of the past or represent who we once were. While memories are precious, clothing does not need to carry that weight. Passing on items to others or donating them allows those pieces to live again while freeing my closet for what I truly need now. Simplifying in this way creates space not only in my home, but also in my heart. Ultimately, simplifying the wardrobe is about valuing quality over quantity. By choosing items that fit well, last long, and feel good on my skin, I invest in comfort and dignity. It is no longer about chasing trends or impressing others, but about living in harmony with myself. Each item I keep now serves a real purpose, making my days smoother and my spirit lighter. When I first began downsizing my wardrobe, I was surprised by how much I owned that I never wore. It took courage to admit that many clothes were simply taking up space. Sorting through everything piece by piece, I asked myself whether each item brought me comfort or made my life easier. If the answer was no, then it was time to let it go. This practice helped me see that simplicity is not about losing, but about gaining freedom. Comfort became my guiding principle. Clothes that are easy to put on and take off became essential. Buttons, zippers, and complicated fastenings started to feel more like barriers than style choices. By selecting clothing with simple closures or stretch fabrics, I gave myself greater independence. Comfort, after all, is not only about softness but also about ease of use. Another discovery was the value of layering. A few lightweight pieces that could be worn together gave me flexibility for different seasons and occasions. Instead of owning separate wardrobes for summer and winter, I found that a handful of well-chosen layers could work year-round. This reduced clutter and made dressing for the weather straightforward. I also realized that colors play a big role in simplifying. Choosing a basic palette meant everything worked together without much thought. A mix of neutral tones with a few favorite accent colors made dressing both easy and stylish. This way, I could still enjoy variety without overwhelming myself with too many options. In the end, downsizing my wardrobe wasn't about giving up style, but about redefining it for my stage of life. My clothes now express who I am, practical, comfortable, and at peace with simplicity. The process gave me not only a lighter closet, but also a lighter heart. For many seniors, Simplifying the wardrobe also means acknowledging changes in our bodies and lifestyle. What suited us 20 years ago may not fit comfortably today, and that is perfectly natural. Choosing clothing that accommodates these changes brings not only comfort, but also self-respect. It is a way of honoring the body as it is now, rather than trying to fit into old expectations. I found that elastic waistbands, soft fabrics, and looser fits brought me comfort while still looking neat. Clothing doesn't need to be tight to be presentable. In fact, ease of movement is often more elegant than constriction. By choosing clothes that allow freedom, I feel more at ease in social settings, family gatherings, or even just walking around the house. Another consideration is medical needs. For seniors with arthritis, limited mobility, or sensitive skin, the wrong clothing can cause daily frustrations. Adaptive clothing options designed for older adults can make life far easier, and they often look just as nice as traditional styles. Choosing garments with these features supports independence and dignity. One of the greatest joys of simplifying is that it makes packing for trips so much easier. Whether visiting grandchildren or going on a short vacation, I can quickly assemble a small, reliable set of clothing without stress. This has made travel more enjoyable, since I no longer worry about forgetting something or carrying heavy luggage. At the core of all these changes is the desire for dignity and peace. Simplifying the wardrobe is not about giving up style, but about making choices that support well-being. By embracing comfort and practicality, we can live each day with more confidence and ease. There is also a financial benefit to simplifying the wardrobe in retirement. When we stop buying clothes we don't need, we save money that can be used for experiences or essentials. Instead of chasing sales or accumulating just-in-case items, I now invest in fewer, higher-quality pieces. These last longer and serve me better, ultimately costing less over time. The peace of mind that comes with a smaller wardrobe extends to household organization. Closets and drawers are no longer overflowing, which makes cleaning and tidying far easier. A calm, orderly space reduces stress and creates a sense of control in daily life. For many seniors, this simplicity can also reduce the risk of accidents caused by clutter. Another benefit is that a simplified wardrobe teaches gratitude. When I have fewer items, I appreciate each one more deeply. I take better care of my clothes, which in turn makes them last longer. This mindful approach turns getting dressed into an act of self-care rather than a stressful decision. Sharing unused clothing with others is another rewarding aspect. Donating gently used items allows me to give back to the community and help those in need. This act of generosity brings fulfillment, knowing that what no longer serves me may greatly serve someone else. In retirement, life should be less about chasing possessions and more about embracing experiences and relationships. A simplified wardrobe is a reflection of that mindset, choosing comfort, practicality, and peace over excess. Looking back, I wish I had discovered the beauty of a simple wardrobe earlier in life. Yet it is never too late to make this change, and I am grateful to enjoy its benefits now. Simplifying the wardrobe for comfort and ease is a gift seniors can give themselves, one that makes everyday living smoother and less stressful. The real value lies not in clothing itself, but in the time and energy it saves. By spending less effort on choosing outfits, I have more space in my day for the things that truly matter: family, hobbies, health, and community. Simplicity gives back more than it takes away. I have also learned that embracing minimalism in clothing often inspires simplicity in other areas of life. Once I saw the peace it brought to my closet, I felt motivated to simplify my home, schedule, and even my mindset. Minimalism becomes a way of living, not just dressing. For seniors, this shift can be especially powerful. It is not about giving up, but about creating more space for joy, independence, and dignity. Simplifying the wardrobe may seem like a small step, but it opens the door to a more peaceful and fulfilling lifestyle. In the end, comfort and ease are treasures worth keeping close. By letting go of excess and focusing on what truly serves us, we gain not only a simpler wardrobe, but also a richer life. Another lesson I've come to appreciate is how a simplified wardrobe strengthens our personal identity. When we reduce the clutter, the clothes that remain truly reflect who we are today. Instead of being buried under styles that no longer suit me, I now dress in a way that feels authentic. This makes me more confident in my daily life, whether I'm meeting friends, attending community events, or simply enjoying time at home. A wardrobe that mirrors my present self gives me a sense of pride. I've also discovered that comfort and elegance can go hand in hand. Many people assume that choosing simpler or looser clothing means giving up style, but that is far from the truth. By selecting well-made, timeless pieces, I find myself looking neat and dignified without the fuss. A classic sweater, a pair of well-fitting slacks, or a simple dress can carry me through nearly any occasion. Simplicity has its own beauty, and it often outlasts fleeting trends. Another unexpected benefit is how much mental clarity comes from owning less. A cluttered wardrobe can overwhelm the mind, creating unnecessary stress every morning. With fewer choices, I feel lighter, calmer, and more in control. This mental ease carries over into other parts of my day, reminding me that the less I complicate life, the more peace I find. There is also joy in sharing the wisdom of a simple wardrobe.